Puss in Boots. Long ago, 3 brothers lived on their father's farm. Every day they worked under the scorching summer sun. "My sons," croaked their father one afternoon, "it's time you had a reward." He gave his eldest son the snug old farmhouse. He gave his middle son his cart and the donkey to pull it. All that was left for his youngest son, Tom, was the faithful farm cat, Puss. Tom sighed. "How will I make my fortune now, Puss?" Puss was a clever cat, and she had a crafty plan. "First, get me some clothes." Clothes for a cat, thought Tom, but he went out and spent some of his last few coins. Soon, Puss was wearing a stylish black hat, a swishy red cape, and boots with shiny gold buckles. "Now for my crafty plan," she purred. First, Puss set a trap for some rabbits. Her whiskers tingled as she waited and waited, and then she pounced. Next, Puss set a trap for some birds. Her ears twitched as she waited and waited, and then she pounced. Puss carried her catch to the king's palace and presented it to a royal servant. "A gift from the Marquis of Carabas," she said with a bow. "But who is the Marquis of Carabas?" Tom asked that evening. Puss's eyes gleamed in the flickering firelight. "The Marquis of Carabas," she replied with a grin. "It's you." The next day, Puss told Tom to swim in a river. With a puzzled frown, Tom dived in, just as the king's carriage rattled past from the palace. "Help!" Puss cried. "Someone has stolen the clothes of my master, the Marquis of Carabas." "You're the Marquis of Carabas," said the king. "You gave me 2 fine gifts," and he sent a servant to the palace for some clothes. "Please follow me," said Puss, "for a feast at our fabulous castle." Clackety-clack went the carriage, as it trundled between golden fields. Now clever Puss knew that all the land around them belonged to a wicked ogre. So she called to some servants in the field. "Would you like to be free from the horrible ogre? When the king goes by, tell him all this land belongs to the Marquis of Carabas," said Puss. On Puss ran to a colossal stone castle. Bang, bang, bang went her paw on the huge wooden door. "What?" roared a voice, and the ogre appeared. "Oh, you don't look scary at all," said Puss, sounding surprised. "Hey!" the ogre boomed. With a grunt and a growl, he turned into a snarling lion. "Impressive," said Puss. "How about a mouse?" With a scurry and a squeak, the ogre turned into a little brown mouse. Puss licked her lips, and then pounced and swallowed him whole. Just then the king arrived. "Welcome to our castle," Puss said with a bow. "What an extraordinary home!" exclaimed the king's daughter, Princess Ella. Puss set everyone at the table covered with food. "Let the feast begin," she declared. Tom and Ella talked and talked, and laughed and smiled, as they told each other funny stories all night long. "They seem to be getting along well," whispered the king, and they were. A year later, Princess Ella married Tom, all thanks to that clever, crafty Puss in Boots.